Hi there. In this video, we'll explore how references can be used for both cells as well as ranges within Excel. So over here, we have this sheet called cell references. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to populate these courses here. Now, as you can see, there's a master sheet. It has a list of courses. So what I would want to do is I would want a drop down here, like a list of values that I could choose from. So basically, I don't want the user to be able to type in anything that they want. They should only be able to select from a drop down, which would be based on the data that's coming from here. Okay, couple of different ways by which I could do it, but something that I personally prefer and like to use is a named range, right? So we have, every cell has a reference, right? If you click on a particular cell right now, it says A2, and if I click on A3, it gives the name as A3, and so on. So I could even give a name for an entire range. I could give a name for a cell or even for an entire range. So let's just select these values right now. And I'm just going to give it a name. I'm going to call it courses, for example, or course. Just call it course. Perfect. So now if I were to select the individual cells, I can still see the name show up, which is A2. But when I select all of them, it shows as course. So this cell or sequence or range of cells has been named as a course. Now let's say you want to remove it or you want to change it or whatever. The place to look for is in the formulas tab. So the formulas tab keeps track of all the ranges that you would have specified. So let's click on name manager here. There you go. So you get to see that the course name range is there. And if you want to go and modify it from here, you could do that. You want to expand it, you could go in and expand it as well. Perfect, brilliant. So once that is sorted, let's go back into our cell reference sheet. And over here, as I did mention earlier, I want to avoid the user from typing in whatever they want. They should only be able to select from the list. So I'll select this particular cell here, go into my data tab. So within the data tab, there is a data validation icon here. So let me just click on data validation. Perfect. So you see that there is a validation criteria. So by default, it allows any value. And that's exactly what we want to change. We want to change this to a list. Let's do that. And now, what is the source of your list? So you'll have to provide an equal to sign and then the name of the range. So in our case, it is course. So you just need to ensure that you prefix it with an equal to sign. There you go, and click on OK. We are done. So now we have the list that we created. Perfect. So if you want to introduce it for the other rows as well, you just drag it down and it's available for you to use it. So it only allows me to provide these values. I cannot type anything of my own in these cells.